Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Topic we're talking about here is discernment. Discernment is measure of your personal judgment. Looking at a situation, judging that situation for what it is, and then making the appropriate decision based on that judgment. Challenge, the reason why I'm talking about discernment is because I see a lot of people. I was online today and I was interacting with some people that I didn't know, because I was talking about one thing and a whole bunch of people came in talking about some other shit, not on YouTube but in another place. But y'all saw the video I did where I talked about YouTube comments being a place. It's a meeting ground for the idiots of life and the spectators of life. Again, not saying everybody, watch the video so you can get the context. But it got me to thinking, and these were business people that I was interacting with today. People who are supposedly running businesses, maybe they're freelancers, entrepreneurs, doing whatever they're doing, but they're exchanging their skill for money directly on their own, not working at a company, but doing it on their own. And it got me to thinking, when you see a situation in your life that, or it's not in your life, but it might be in your life, and you see that that situation is not what you want, it's not set up the way that you want it to be set up, it's not doing what you needed to do, the offer of the situation is not what you're looking for, all right, you got to be smart enough to know when to walk away. You got to be smart enough to look at the situation and say, okay, this situation here is not what I want, so I'm gonna go this direction, go this other way, and go find the thing that I'm looking for. Rather than, here, that's what the smart people do, what I just explained. They see the situation is not for them, and they had a skill of discernment. They got two options. You got two options when something is not the way that you want it. One, you can decide that I'm going to buckle down and I'm going to work on this situation and I'm going to make it the way that I want it to be. Or two, you can say this situation is not what I want and I don't see it as fixable, or I'm not interested in investing in fixing this situation. So I'm going to move on and I'm going to go over here and see if what I'm looking for is over there instead of being over here. Those are your two options. The wise people, the smart people, the people who get things done in life, they make that discernment, they make that judgment very quickly, and then they act on their decision immediately. People who are successful in life make decisions quickly, they act on them immediately, because it's not really a decision until you act on it. And if and when they realize that they made the wrong decision, they change their minds slowly, because they work through it to see, make sure that I made the wrong decision, then I change. As soon as they decide it's the wrong decision, then they change and they go do what they got to do. That's what wise individuals do. And let me tell you what most people do, because most people are not wise, most people are not smart, and most people are not successful. Most people don't get things done in life. Most people waste a whole lot of time and a lot of energy on things that are getting them nowhere close to where they want to be in life, if they even have a place that they want to be. Here's what most people do. They see a situation or a circumstance that is not to their liking. They hear something that they don't like. Somebody makes them an offer that doesn't work for them. There's some situation that just for whatever reason isn't set up the way that they want it to be. Maybe it could be better. Maybe it couldn't. Maybe it's unsalvageable. Whatever. But for whatever reason, it's not what they want. Here's what most people do when they see the situation. They waste their resources on the situation. In other words, they waste their time, their attention, their energy, and their focus talking about it, complaining about it, debating with people about it, telling everybody else how terrible it is, making a whole lot of noise about it for no reason, not to make it better, not to change it, not to improve the situation, not because they're moving on to something better. They just want to stay right there in the situation that they don't want, looking at something that is not what they want, but put all this energy into talking about it and putting their attention and focus and energy on it, especially people. First of all, people who trade time for money. If you're a freelancer and all your time is based on money, if you're in any type of business, solopreneurs, freelancers, listen, your time is money. That means you don't have time to waste. And besides that, I don't care if you work a regular job, you're a student, you're retired, you don't have a job, you run a business with 1 million employees, time is the most valuable resource that we have. And discernment is tied into time. Because if you are poor at making judgments, if you have a poor skill of discernment, you are poor at judging what you should do in a situation. You see a situation, it's not exactly what you want, but you're not smart enough to see, all right, I need to walk away from this, and or I need to stay and work on this, but you rather just stay there in the middle where the average people are, where the masses are, argue about it, debate on it, complain about it, bitch about it, talk about it with no gain, nothing to actually gain from that situation, then you are wasting the most precious resource that you have, which is time. People who waste time are unsuccessful individuals. They do not create success. They are not important factors when it comes to creating success. They don't get things done. They, for the most part, they die and their name is forgotten. Nothing that they do lives on. They have no legacy. They have no resume. Why? Because they waste the most valuable resource that all of us has, the only one that is unrenewable, called time, because they're a skill of discernment. They are not good judges of situations. You must become a very keen and sharp judge of situations. That means you need to know how to look at a situation and decide, all right, I know all the information that's in your mind. Most of it is not black and white, meaning there sometimes you need to use certain information and sometimes you need to not use that same information based on the situation that you're in. A lot of people who are simple-minded, one-dimensional thinkers, they want one piece of information that just applies to every situation in life. That's not the way that life works. In life, there are going to be different situations and different circumstances that you must adjust and make different decisions based on the different circumstances, even though you're dealing with the same information. So there are times when it makes sense for you to use one piece of information. There are other times when it makes sense to ignore that information. The information didn't change, but your skill of discernment tells you when to use it and when not to. There are times in life when you should talk and make a whole lot of noise and make sure everybody knows your name and hears your voice and sees your face. And there are other times in life when you should move quietly in the shadows, in silence, and say absolutely nothing. You must be smart enough, discerning enough to know when to do A and when to do B. Unwise individuals think that they should always be one way or always be another way, and then they end up making a whole lot of mistakes, a whole lot of bad decisions, or no decision whatsoever. Don't let that be you. So the skill of discernment is the key here that I'm talking about here in this video. Learn how to make judgment calls on your life, on other people, on circumstances, on situations that you come across, and make them quickly and then act on them immediately. Work on your game. Dre all day. This is Dre all day. If you enjoy this mental game stuff that I talk about on video every day, then I put together a simple master class that will give you one key tip for developing what I call the bulletproof mindset. All you need to do is go to workonmygame.com/bulletproof. Is the link right here, and it's down below in the video descriptions. Just click on it, take you right to the page. I'm going to give you that video. It's about 20 minutes long. This masterclass I put together. One key tip for developing a bulletproof mindset. And when you get that special masterclass free video, I'm also going to make you a special offer to get the full bulletproof mindset experience. So just go to that link that you see right here, and I'm going to show you how to develop that bulletproof mindset right now. So if you like this video that you just watched, I'm going to show you how to take it to the highest possible level. You ready for that? Let's do it.